Hello friends, welcome to JavaFx 3D tutorial. In this video, we are going to see how to perform rotate transition based animation. So here we already performed transformation on rotation. So here we are going to see rotation. And if you see, an object can be rotated in any direction. So here this is x-axis, and if you rotate an object about x-axis, we can call that as a x-axis rotation. The same way you can rotate it on y direction or in z direction. So the property, as we saw previously for the transition, you can specify the start angle. So start of x, start of y, and start of z. Similarly, start angle for so rotation angle you can specify for all three axes x, y, z, and when you are specifying, you can specify start and end rotation angle. So for example, here when you are rotating it in the z direction, let's state that this is the point, this is x, and this one is y. Let's talk only about the z-axis rotation. Here you can specify start angle as, say for example, 45 degree, and end angle as 90 degree. So that means rotation will be performed from this start angle to this end angle. So finally you will end up with the 135 here end angle, so 90 degree rotation as per this picture. So this is the start of the animation. Here we specify rotate start location for the rotation in z, and here end location of rotation in z. So the concept will be same. The parameters required are, one is the shape, and another one is how long this rotation goes. Say for example 2 seconds. That means a duration property, as we saw previously for the transition. Then start and end angle. You can specify start and end angle for all three axes. Now let's directly go to the example. Let's go to the demo and start making the code change. So we will copy our translate transition example and paste it here. And we will name this class as rotate. Rotate transition example refactor. Now we will remove our previously we performed translate, right? We will remove this piece of code. So here as usual with our previous example, we have a anchor pan, and we set up our scene same as a previous example. We just changed this label JavaFx rotate transition example. Here we create a 3D box. and we created 3D box multiple time in our previous projects. I mean previous examples. Here JavaFx scene shape box, width, height and depth, so 3 dimension. Then initial location in X and Y direction, we provided that. Then we create a Pong material, brown color material, and we apply that to our box 3D and we are adding it to the scene. Now before doing any animation, we will build this once and right click and choose run file. So this is our initial location of rectangle, and this is the XY plane and Z axis pointing directly towards you. That's why you are not seeing the depth of the rectangle. That means the 60 dimension that you are not seeing here. This is 200 and this one is 110. So like translate transition, here we are importing the class from JavaFx util duration. So this is 10 second for this one, and rotate transition is from animation, JavaFx animation, rotate transition. And just want to see, rotate is from transform class, JavaFx scene transform rotate z-axis. So what we are doing here is we are performing the rotation about z-axis, and we are setting the angle. Start angle is 0 and end angle is 360. So that's the property we are setting. The property is from angle and to angle, and we are setting that to the z-axis, or because axis we already set z-axis rotation. Then we are specifying the start and end angle. Cycle count we are giving here as 1. Now let us build this once and run it. So you can see a 360-degree rotation. This is 180 and this one is 360. So here we rotated this the 3D box about z-axis. Let me do this once again. Here if you see, we still don't see the depth because the box is rotated about the z-axis and you still see the top face only, since you are weaving it through the z-axis. So only xy plane is seen and z plane is hidden because of your viewing angle. Now we will just change this as y-axis based rotation, y-axis. Let me run this once. Now animation will be played rotating the object in y direction. So you will see in the box you will see top, front, back and bottom portion when 360 degree is performed, but you won't see left and right face of the rectangle. Let's run this and you will understand it. So if you see, now the rotation is happening towards the z-axis, sorry, the y-axis, and you can see how the object is rotating. Remember, this is x-axis and this one is y-axis. Let me play this once again, and you can see how the object is rotating. Alright, so now let us rotate this about x-axis. So you can see how object is rotating this time. So this is x-axis based rotation. So it's also possible to rotate it in all three directions. Here, instead of specifying the constant, we can create a 3D point to specify the rotation axis. So X, Y, Z, all we are setting it as true. That means we want to rotate it in all three directions. So let me run the file. Okay, we need to compile it or build it. Now let's run the file. And if you see, the rotation takes place in all three axes and you can see all the face. Let me run it once again. Before the animation completes, it will show all 6 faces of the box. So it's also possible to skip a specific axis. Say for example, here I'm deleting the y-axis. So now I am rotating it about x as well as z-axis. So likewise, you can specify the rotation axis. So that's all here in this video. You can try different combination. You can set a different angle as well. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.